A bizarre moment took place on a PBS special talking about the death of James Le Messier. He is the former military intelligence officer who created the White Helmets. Now, the White Helmets, that's the ambulatory service of Al Qaeda inside of Syria, essentially a propaganda unit for the Al Nusra Front, etc. You know, the ones that just somehow are always in the terrorist held areas and have been caught by Swedish doctors without borders faking medical procedures. And now, with the leaks coming out of the Organization for the Prohibition of Chemical Weapons, were behind staging the chemical attack inside the country, which that's now coming out. And I've done videos on that previously. Well, the guy who founded it, founded the White Helmets, has committed suicide. Now, his death is being blamed on people who are pro-Russian propagandists and Russian bots. They called them conspiracy people that push the idea that the White Helmets are a propaganda unit. Not that that's already been proved conclusively. So that's where it is. He dies for whatever reason it is that he committed suicide. At this time, we don't know what the real reason is. There hasn't been an official reason given. Just what the media has been attacking people with, saying that this is because of bullying by Assadists and apologists for, blah, 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 all the usual insults that they throw at us. So essentially, they're blaming us for standing up to what the White Helmets are doing inside of Syria. Now, here's exactly what PBS NewsHour's Judy Woodruff actually said. And now a story of humanitarian trying to help Syria. The suspicious death in Turkey last month of James Le Messier, the co-founder of the White Helmets rescue operations in Syria. Friends and colleagues fear that he may have been murdered or driven to suicide by a campaign of character assassination. Whatever the cause, Le Messier was a victim of a very modern war. There was no hiding place in cyberspace. Le Messier was the epicenter of a propaganda war, and his friends are appalled at what they regard as a campaign of character assassination. Now, this sentiment is also echoed by Colonel Hamish de Breton Gordon, who also laments this so-called bullying. The amount of abuse, the amount of ill-placed propaganda, disinformation that's on social media and the internet coming out, Russian bots in Syria, Syrian regime, and others, was unbearable. In other words, everybody who didn't buy the false narrative that the White Helmets are a rescue operation, and rightly noted that they keep showing up and there's photos of White Helmets participating in, not necessarily participating, but overseeing, standing there watching executions by Al Nusra Front, etc. So anybody who points that out is now a Russian bot. I guess that makes me a Russian bot now too. It's a nice break from being accused of being an Iranian bot, but I think you get the point. So as people are standing up his death, which they don't even actually know is suicide, they're just saying is suspicious. He could have been murdered for all we know. For all we know, this guy may have started to grow a conscience about the problem that he's caused outside of Syria, and certain forces decided to silence him. That's a possibility. I have no evidence to support that assertion. I'm only offering it as a possibility. But you see how they will continually slander anyone who dares stand up. And one of the biggest voices against the White Helmets propaganda has been Vanessa Bailey. And they have attacked her specifically over this. They've gone after her, threatened her, called her every name in the book, slandered the hell out of her, etc. And that's just a sample of what's going on. That his death, which they don't even actually know the cause of yet, is being blamed on everybody who has opposed U.S. intervention in Syria. That's the level of cretinous dishonesty that comes out of the media and out of the pro-war camp inside the imperialist world. That's where they're going with this. And it's frankly disgusting, but not unexpected. For all of their bluster about the terrible crimes of ISIS, etc., they seem to just miss that that picture that keeps popping up of John McCain with al-Baghdadi, the former head of ISIS. They just seem to forget about that one. That maybe the McCain family should be investigated for having a tie to, the leader of ISIS, former leader of ISIS. But I'm sure that one will go pretty much ignored by the mainstream media. Well, there it is. And the man who founded the White Helmets is dead, suspected to be suicide. Real cause of death is yet to be determined. Yet his death is already being blamed on everybody who does not support the U.S. invasion, genocide, and plunder of Syria. Thank you for watching. If you like this program, then please head over to my Patreon page and set up a monthly donation. It's your donations that keep this program running. Also, if you would like, please rate, comment, subscribe, and share in various social media.